Guess who's back?
Hello UberGoober's and welcome back. I'm saying that uponeth to you and uponeth to myself, because if you are a subscriber to my channel, you would know I've been gone for a fairly long time. About 6 months, I think, maybe a little bit shorter. And some of my newest videos, I say newest, they were 6 months old, have been removed because EA were being a bit dicks because they're all Battlefield stuff. But yeah, I am officially back every Friday. More stuff is coming later on about my new schedule and all that gabbins and everything. But I was originally meant to be coming back early January. I think it was the 2nd of January I'm supposed to be coming back. But instead, I wanted to get everything that needed to be done this year, the year of 2014. I wanted to get it out of the way, and that involves bringing out what is this, the Crap Game of the Year Awards. And next Friday is going to be, Boxing Day I think, is going to be the best games, non-crap games of 2014. And it's been an okay year for gaming, but for the first year ever, my bad list outdid my good list, which is never really a good sign. But I'm very picky with my games, I look really deep with them, I'm very awkward like that, I do apologise. But yeah, so it's been an okay year for gaming. So I've got 9 bad games which come in today, and I think I've got 7, maybe 8 for the good games next week. And next week there's also a few special awards. None of these games, I just want to point out, are early access, because it's not a real game, and it's... never mind, more about that later. But yeah, I'm back, woo, so let's get into it. I'd also like to mention, just before we start, that all these games are, in my opinion, nothing more than opinions. They are nothing more than opinion, opinions. Opinions! Got that sorted? Right, let's begin. Number 9. Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. When I mean this, I just mean all Definitives Edition that have come... Definitives Edition? Well done, brain. Definitive Editions that have come out this year. That also does include Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition, which, don't get me wrong, Sleeping Dogs is a really good game. I really enjoyed it when it came out 3 years ago. I didn't really enjoy it when it came out on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. You know, when nobody requested it. That is my big issue. Games like Grand Theft Auto and Last of Us were requested. Everybody was like, can we have them? Can we have them on the next gen? We want them. You know, we know we're not getting Last of Us on PC as it is a PlayStation exclusive, and we do know GTA is coming to PC very soon, but it's like, we want them on next gen, and we're not getting them on next gen, and so they did. They brought them out on next gen now, which is a good thing. Games like Tomb Raider, which was in my worst games of the year last year, it was like number 5 or something on my worst games of the year last year. So not many people actually like Tomb Raider, so it was just a ploy to get more money. Which, I know all the gaming industry is just a ploy to get money, but I prefer it when it's, you know, I have an idea and I want to be able to create things, and yeah, I think Tomb Raider and Sleeping Dogs is just a ploy because them companies are starting to go a little bit on the hush-hush, but not Square Enix, because Just Cause 3 has just been announced. But I don't think there was much reason for Sleeping Dogs, and that's why the sales didn't really go too well this year. So yeah, just definitive editions. If we want the game, re-release it on next gen. If we don't want the game, then piss off. Number 8. Sunset Overdrive. Sunset Overdrive is one of them games where you really highly anticipate it, and you really are excited to play it. And then it comes out, and you're massively disappointed. It was one of them games where I was really excited to play it. I was actually anticipating it to be in my games of the year list. And then I played it, I did about 2 hours into the game, and I just got so bored of it. Because it's just, go to a place, find something for someone, come back, earn things. But the whole gist of games like this, like Sunset Overdrive, is there are normally incentives which make you want to carry on throughout the game and unlock more things. There weren't really many incentives in the game, and that's where I feel it fell short. So yeah, Sunset Overdrive, not that good of a game. Yeah. Number 7. South Park, The Stick of Truth. Now there are only one type of people who like this game, and that is hardcore South Park fans. And I will admit, I am a bit of a fan of South Park. Not a huge fan, I watch it occasionally, but this game is just filled with like quotes and, you know, references to the show. That's the word I was looking for. References to the show. It kind of started off with a story which took off from one of the episodes last year, which was the whole console wars, wizards versus elves kind of thing, and then interpreted it into a game. And then they give us a story, you're the new kid and you've just joined forces with these and you get to choose, and then it just completely forgets the story. It makes you go up into a UFO, get probed by some aliens, then the UFO crashes, becomes a Taco Bell, spoilers, whatever. Then within the last 15 minutes, the story comes crashing back in like a car on the M62, and yeah, it's just a really awful game, and I did not enjoy it one bit. Number 6. The Sims 4. Oh, how can I explain The Sims 4? It's basically, they got The Sims 3, which was a fairly good game. It was a Sims game, and I really kind of enjoyed it for the hours it played, despite the millions of pounds of DLC it provided. Sims 4 basically just got a pile of everything which I thought, that's a good thing in The Sims 3. Put it in a pile, and went, okay, so that's everything we're not putting in the new game, apart from 2 things which we're going to put there and there. That is pretty much what they did. The rest of it, they just poured petrol over it and just set it on fire. And it is now ash. So yeah, The Sims 4, it's an EA game, so what did we all expect? But yeah, The Sims 4 just was not fun at all. They got rid of swimming pools. Everybody knows the Sims cycle is you buy a house, you have a kid, you drown the kid in the pool. That is the Sims cycle, and you've ruined it for us, EA. You've ruined it again. So thanks for that, you utter bastards. Number 5. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Because they did such a good job the first time, they decided to make a sequel. And if you understood me, that would be sarcasm. Yeah, The Amazing Spider-Man 1 was I think it was number 4 in my worst games of the year 2012, and now it is number 5. The sequel for it is number 5 in my 2014 game of the years. You know, what can you say? The video game industry, they're not learning, video game developers, they are just not learning that they don't know how to make games anymore, because the best Spider-Man game, in my opinion and many other people's opinion, came out, what was it now? Like 11 freaking years ago? Something like that, I think. Yeah, I think 11 years ago, back on the PlayStation 2. Man, that was a long time ago. And you're still making games that are a lot worse than that. So, why don't you go back to Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation 2, figure out what went well there, and then put it in a new fucking game! Number 4. Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. Hey, remember when demos used to be free? Hideo Kojima don't? Ha ha ha. No, seriously. Hideo Kojima released this game earlier on in the year, and basically you're spending £30 for a demo. Now this is actually a prequel of the game, which is coming out next year, called Phantom Pain, I think it's called, or something like that. It's the stupidest name I've ever heard in my entire life. But, yeah, basically, what they did was they released this, and it's an hour and a half. That is all it is. It's ridiculous. You are spending £30 on an hour and a half game, and it's not even in the game. It's one mission where you dick around for a bit in like a military I don't even know. I haven't played it since my first initial play, and there are some of you with your custom controllers now going, no, I can play it in 30 hours. This is fucking 30 hour game. Yeah, that's because you played it 17,000 times. That may be an over exaggeration, but I don't care. I'm trying to prove a point here. This is basically what they've done is Metal Gear Solid is one of my favourite game series of all time, the second one being my all-time favourite, followed by the third. And what they've done is they've just stomped on future goals and my future anticipation towards this series and just destroyed it. They've just thrown it into the crevasses of the earth, and it's really upset me. Not only have they ruined the future of this series for me, they've ruined the past, because by the little edgy things that they've included in this game, I've gone back and played the older games and gone, oh, no, I'm not accepting that, no. After play, I'm not accepting that. And it's just ruined one of my most beloved series, so Hideo Kojima, fuck you. Number 3, nothing. Yeah, there's nothing in number 3 because the transition from number 4 to number 2 is such a big leap in awful games that I think giving number 4 the number 3 spot would be too harsh, and giving number 2 the number 3 shot would be too lenient and too kind to it. So yeah, basically number 2 and number 1 are, in my opinion, are the worst, god-awful, could not play them, gave me a billion migraines within 7 femtoseconds. Yeah, I just hate these games, and so yeah, I thought there should just be some kind of segregation and some kind of division between them, so yeah. Number 2, Goat Simulator. Oh, so many people found this game amusing, and to those people, I hope you die. No, that's a little too harsh. No, anyway, Goat Simulator was basically a simulator of goats. That's implied. But it's a simulator that takes the absolute piss out of other simulators and how buggy and glitchy they are. And not decent simulators like Euro Truck or, well, OMSI kind of a little bit, especially the second one. But it's kind of taking the piss out of them saying, oh look, we're simulators, we are incredibly glitchy in just the most weirdest and imaginable ways. And what you did by that was included loads of glitches which got loads of people just hysterical, cracking up. Even sometimes with some people, a little bit of wee came out. But not with me, because basically what you did was you put a glitch in every little bit of the game, which really annoyed me, because a glitch is funny when it's a one-time thing and it doesn't happen often. I've recently been playing the new WWE game, and there's a glitch which I think has happened once for me, and I've seen one other person on YouTube do it, and that was NerdCubed when he fell off a ladder and went and did that kind of stuff. I did the hand motion just then, and you don't know what it's, never mind. But basically, you walk into a wall, your head does some exorcist crap, and yeah, it's just all glitchy, and it's the first time like you laugh and you're like, oh, it's glitchy, it's funny. And then you just keep doing it, and you just get bored, and there's no main purpose to the game. You just beat up people as a goat. This does sound a little bit funny, but it's really not. Trust me, go and play the game and you'll understand. Yeah, I don't want to talk about this game anymore because it's given me enough headaches over the past few months. So yeah, number 2, Goat Simulator. So here we are, number 1. What could possibly be the worst game of 2014? Sorry, in my opinion, the worst game of 2014. Gonna have a pause for dramatic effect. Have a quick drink. The worst game of 2014 is Destiny. Oh, Destiny, how you are, thou pile of poop. Yeah, that's pretty much all it is. For those of you who aren't hardcore gamers or whatnot, and don't really research games and go, you know, look into the background of games, I'm gonna give you a little bit of information of Destiny. Destiny is the most expensive game ever made. And when I say most expensive, I don't mean for us to buy. I think it's like usual price for us to buy. I mean to produce the game. Everybody thought Grand Theft Auto 5 was. That was 380 something million. Destiny was $500 million. 500 million sodding dollars. That is how expensive it costs to make that game. And a little bit of truth for you, it doesn't fucking show. Does it? Balls! No. Destiny is a game where you go in and it's like, oh yeah, we're the next generation of first-person shooters. We have revolutionized all first-person shooters. And they fucking lied out of their teeth. Yes. Basically, Destiny is just a game where, oh my god, there's something bad is happening to the universe. And it's your mission to go out, it's your destiny to go out there and fix it. And it's all bullshit. It's all the same thing, except every time it gets a tiny little bit harder. You go to a place, you shoot some little guys, and as you progress through the mission, you shoot bigger and bigger and bigger guys until there's the big boss and the survival type thing until you can leave the area. And, you know, you go to the different planets and stuff. And I think for $500 million, we should at least get fucking free roam to the different planets. Not just a shitty loading screen. $500 million, and it is a fucking loading screen. So that's all I have to say about Destiny. If you're one of them twats who's like, oh no, it's one of the best games ever come out, then fuck you! I'm getting really angry, so I'm gonna fucking stop now. So that is the UberGoober Totally Crap Games of the Year 2014 awards. And let's just say now, this year has been a fairly crap year for games. It really has. But that's mainly just because this year hasn't been a high point for gaming, because it's the transition year where everyone's going from the current / previous gen to the also current / next gen. This year has basically just been a year of re-releases, and next year, just looking at some of the titles that are left to come out, looks really good. But I'm going to talk about them a little bit more next week, because I have some special awards next week, as well as not crap games of the year awards. But yeah, I just want to thank you for watching. I am returning every Friday at 8 PM. Yeah. check out for the schedule and update video. I will see you guys soon.